like to call to order the regular council meeting in December 8th, 2014. Mr. Spagno, would you please call the roll?
Colella.
Here.
Dixon.
Here.
Gibbons. Hannon.
Present.
Thank you. Harrison. McLean. Lowry. O'Brien. Pape. 7 members.
7 members present. At this time, can we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Yes, I do.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, at this time, I'd like to turn to chair announcements. The executive session of council was held on Wednesday, December 3rd, 2014, to discuss personnel issues. This time, I'd like to turn to the reports of the officials and the library director's report.
Is Pittsburgh's Forgotten Civil War Regiment. Local author Ernest Spisak will discuss his book, which describes through letters home the hardship of long marches and camp life, the homesickness, the deaths, defeats, and the victories that defined the experiences of the men of the 62nd Regiment. This program will be held at the library on Saturday, December 13th at 11 a.m. We also have a program titled Coping and Caring During the Holidays. As a caregiver, Christmas time is often a time of greater stress. And if you're feeling that stress, please join us in discussing the importance of self-care. Get some tips to help you come through the holiday season with more joy and less stress. This will be presented by a local caregiver coach and a social worker, and will be held on Thursday, December 18th at 7 p.m. Over in the Children's Department, we're hosting a Holiday Minute to Win It. This is for grades 5 and up. It's based on the popular TV game show where contestants have to successfully complete 5 challenges in order to win. That will be held on Monday, December 22nd at 7 p.m. And just to save the date for you, the next town hall speaker will be Bob Cranmer. He will be talking about his book, The Demon of Brownsville Road, and his experience with the paranormal. This will be held Wednesday, January 21st at 7 p.m. at the Community Center, and the Town Hall Speaker Series is sponsored in part by a grant from the Bethel Park Community Foundation. Fundraising, there's still time to buy winter lottery raffle tickets for $5 a piece. You get a unique 3-digit number. The raffle is based on the Pennsylvania 3-digit drawn at 7 p.m. Prizes range from $25 up to $500, and it's good for the whole month of January. Christmas closings. The library will be closed on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, as well as New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And with winter weather coming up, I just want to remind everybody that if the library is going to open late, close early, or is closed due to winter weather, you can find that information on WTAE, WPXI, and also KDKA, or on the library's Facebook and Twitter pages. Just want to wish everyone a very happy holiday, and that is my report for this evening.
Thank you very much. Any discussion from council? Hearing none, can we turn to the police chief's report and Chief Rogan?
Good evening, everyone. I just have a couple brief things for us tonight. One of them is that we'd like to provide some well-deserved recognition for some of our local businesses that have helped the police department in some of our endeavors that we try to do for our community. And at this time, if possible, I'd like the mayor to come up and help me present awards to 4 of our local businesses that have helped our police department and our community. First would be Ray Smithyman from J&J Snack Foods. J&J Snack Foods has helped donating concession items for the Police Pals program, the Steelers basketball game, which has enabled us to raise enough funds to give $15,000 in scholarships to students who have participated in our law enforcement apprenticeship program at the high school. And Ray, we'd like to thank you very much for all your generosity. The second would be Andy Amrine from EV Hardware. Andy is well known to our community. Andy, thank you for coming. Thanks. EV Hardware has helped us in so many ways. They helped with our basketball game to raise money for the scholarships that I just mentioned. as well as many other community programs. And they're very generous to our community, to our police department, and we wanted to honor you tonight for that generosity. Thank you very much. Our third person is Cindy Cooney from South Park Shops. Cindy, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
South Park Shops has provided funding for the past 3 years for our ID card program, which the police department sponsors. We have put out over 6,000 different IDs for children because of the generosity of the South Park Shops support, and it's a great program for the young children. It goes over very, very well in the community, and Cindy, we thank you for your support of that. And our last awardee would be Bill Hess from Shop and Save. Bill, thank you very much for coming. Shop and Save has partnered with our police department by providing items for the basketball game and participated in our food drive for many years. They have graciously donated to many of our police department projects, and we're thankful for the support and their generosity. Bill, thank you very much again. Thank you, Mayor. We ask that everyone consider putting a blue light in your window this holiday season. This is basically lets the police department know that you support the police department and the efforts that we try to do for our community. Some of officers, and we have had 2 in our community who have given the ultimate sacrifice. I'd like to mention those 2 officers because I don't want them to be forgotten, and they are John Shemolinsky and Lynn Sutter. So it would also let their families know that we appreciate their sacrifice, and let all our officers know that we have the support of the community. So if you could consider doing that, certainly would be appreciated. Guys notice it when they're riding around at night. Our food drive is going to be ending on December 17th. The food will be collected and sorted at the Bethel Park Community Center starting at 7:30 a.m. Our goal is to provide at least 300 boxes of food this year. And if anybody would like to come and volunteer, we're always looking for volunteers to help us sort the packages and sort the food. And again, it'll be starting at 7:30 a.m. on December 17th. And the report I'm getting from our crime prevention officer, Rigatti, is that things are going very well. We've had a lot of support from the community. We have a lot of food that has come in, a lot of donations for us to buy additional food with. And again, we would welcome anybody's support of that. And the last thing is our Adopt a Family program, which also assists families who may be a little in need of some assistance during the holiday times, as well as senior citizens who may need to have some assistance. We've had many people, as some of them were honored here tonight, who have given us support and sponsored this program, and it's greatly appreciated by all the people. You know, the people who get it, we do it anonymously. We know who they are. We get letters and cards from these people thanking us for the things that we do for them, and it's reassuring. And I want everyone to know that we're only doing this as part of our community. We're representing our community. We enjoy doing it, and it goes over very, very well with the people who may need a little bit of assistance. And that's all I have tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chief. At this time, can we turn to the Fire Chief's report?
Good evening. My name's Dave Gerber. I'm the fire chief here in Bethel Park. In the month of November, the fire department ran 37 calls. It had 1 electrical odor, 5 power lines down, 2 vehicles leaking gas, 4 natural gas leaks, 1 elevator rescue, 1 home lockout, 1 CO alarm, 4 mutual aid calls, 17 fire alarms, and 1 water main break for 37 calls, as I said, for the month of November. The fire department currently right now is selling lottery calendars. The calendars are $25. It gives you a chance to win a cash prize every day of the year for 2015 coming up. Depending on what day it is, the amount varies and stuff. If you're interested, you can buy the lottery calendars at Evie Hardware down on Library Road, or you can right down here on Brightwood Road. You can stop at Bethel Park Printing, or you can see one of your local firemen. Stop and buy a calendar, and we are at Clifton's Fire Station on Clifton Road every Monday night normally right now. You can always stop down and stop there, and we can get you a calendar there also if you're interested. So that'll help support, buy us equipment and stuff for next year, and that's one of the fundraisers we're doing to help raise some money. Real quick, there's a couple more things I mentioned last month. Christmas light season, obviously, Christmas lights are up. Always be careful, make sure you're using the correct lights for out, whether they're indoor or outdoors. Make sure you're using the correct extension cords. Never use an indoor extension cord outside. Never plug more than 3 strands of lights in together, and always turn the lights out if you are not going to be home. We always run to a couple calls every year where something's gone bad, somebody's bush ends up burning up outside, or something crazy happens due to Christmas lights. And also Christmas trees. If you're using a live Christmas tree, make sure you keep your Christmas tree well watered. Make sure you keep a lot of water into it while you have it up. Sometimes you have that thing up a whole month. It tends to get dried out and stuff if you don't keep it well watered. Once again, always make sure you're using UL-rated light bulbs and Christmas lights on it. Make sure that when you do go to get rid of it, that you take it, you throw it away. I believe there's normally a recycling program either here in the municipality or down in South Park. Normally has one that they take your old Christmas trees, or you can leave it out for the trash. Try not to leave it next to your house. A lot of times when the pine trees dry out, that makes them very susceptible to catching on fire if the right ash from a cigarette butt or anything simple like that happens. So just be very careful with them. This is a wonderful time of year. You hate to see bad stuff go on with fire, or anybody lose any property, or God forbid life or anything. So with that, be careful, have a good holiday, and that is my report.
Any discussion? Thank you very much. If we could do the mayor's report, and Mayor Allen.
Thank you. Just a few things this evening. First, I want to thank Christine and the public library for the programs they have for little children. I was over there last Saturday morning with my grandkids making gingerbread houses, and of course the little one ate more than she put together, but they turned out nice. So they do have some terrific programs over there. So I would encourage anybody who has young kids, grandchildren, to look up what they have. One thing I wanted to mention is our Christmas house lighting contest. That'll be in the next couple weeks. That we will be out from the municipality, or volunteers will be out judging the houses. I'm not sure how many years we've been doing this, but it's a tradition, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger. So I just want to remind everyone that we'll be doing that. The other thing I do remember saying last year that I went to the Bethel Park High School Christmas Choral concert, and it was incredible. So I want to remind everybody that it's next Wednesday, December 17th, at the Bethel Park High School auditorium. And if you really want to get into the spirit, that's the place to do it. And then finally, I just wanted to mention a few things that I did go over for the people that make Bethel Park a special place to live. This year, being the first year, we've had a couple groups, including the American Legion and the VFW Honor Guard. Of course, the Bethel Women's Club. Individually, we've had Tom Regatti for the work that he does, and Henrietta Bowles for the work that she does up in Coverdale. And of course, we've had both the Eagle Scouts here and the Girl Scouts for the work they do. And I'm looking forward to continuing the program next year. And of course, if anyone has any ideas, please call us. And that's my report for this evening.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Okay, at this time, we'll turn to the approval of the minutes, and Mr. Hannon.
First item is the regular meeting of November 10th. I move we approve the regular council meeting minutes of November 10th, 2014.
There's a motion and a second that we approve the regular council meeting minutes of November 10th, 2014. Any discussion of this item? Mr. Spadon, would you please call the roll?
Colella,
Yes.
Dixon.
Yes.
Gibbons. Hannon.
Yes.
Harrison.
Yes.
McLean.
Yes.
Maury.
Yes.
7-0.
Motion passes 7-0. Mr. Hannon.
Next item is the bills and payrolls. I move that we approve the bills and payrolls for the municipality for bill list number 120814 in the amount of $1,318,465.77.
There is a motion and a second that we approve the bills and payrolls for the municipality per bill list number 120814 in the amount of $1,318,465.77. Any discussion of this item? Mr. Spagno, would you please call the roll?
Dixon.
Yes.
Gibbons. Hannon.
Yes.
Harrison.
Yes.
McLean.
Yes.
Maury.
Yes.
Colella.
Yes.
Motion passes 7-0. This time I'd like to turn to the resident comment section for non-agenda items. If you'd like to come up and state your name and address. You have a 3-minute limit. At the end of 2 minutes, we'll signify. Yes, you can do it.
Once again, hello. My name is Beverly Moot, and I reside at 5990 McPherson Avenue. I have spoken to you at the last 2 meetings to let you know of the ongoing struggle that we are having in getting any sort of restitution for the water damage to our home that was sustained as a result of the leak from the fire truck while fighting the fire at the Kelly home at 5985 McPherson Avenue on October 7th. Until the fire marshal had concluded his investigation as to the cause of the fire, we had been put in a holding pattern by the insurance companies involved. Just last Wednesday, we learned that the cause of the fire had been determined undetermined. And according to the Kelly's insurance agent, this finding means that they are not liable for our damages. Fortunately, when we informed the agent representing the fire department of this, we were given his assurance that they would cover our damages and then seek reimbursement from Mr. Kelly's agency. Personally, I think that this is the way the situation should have been handled all along. In any event, he gave us his word that this situation would be taken care of by the end of the month. With that being said, I am here tonight to let you know that I am cautiously optimistic that there might be a light at the end of the tunnel. We shall see. And while I have your attention, I would like again to make a suggestion to you. I think it would be a good idea to have some of the tax money that the fire department is now getting held in escrow, or a rider attached to the current insurance policy to cover damages should a similar situation ever happen again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Bob Swish. I live at 2848 West Monroe Street. This is the 4th time I've addressed the council concerning the mentally challenged houses being established in Bethel Park, totally in secret, with none of the residents being notified. And just a little history, we've been told that there's no obligation to tell us, and we have a problem with that, but I guess that'll be coming out shortly. I've referred to these houses as problematic mental behavioral treatment facilities. We've gone back and forth a couple of times about the houses. They are staffed by nurses that do treat mentally ill people in these homes. I call them that the problematic mental behavior treatment facilities. That's my term because of the literature and the information I got from the companies that are providing the treatment. When I address council, when I address, I sent letters. I've been corresponding with Mr. Spagno. He turns everything over to Mr. McTiernan, the solicitor. These houses are called mentally challenged homes, disabled homes, group homes. I checked out my statement, compared with the instructions or the information that I have from people that actually work in these homes. Some are acquaintances of mine, counselors, and with these other names other than what I've been calling them I was told these are the politically correct names that are being established, or for the homes, rather than to call them the whole big what they are. In the past, while discussing these houses before council, I've been told they've been around with the knowledge of council and Bethel Park for over 20 years, and there is nothing that can be done about it because it's federal law. Even though we discussed these houses on many occasions, the solicitor has notified me there are not any treatment facilities in Bethel Park. I have his letter right here. You should have it anyway. In addition, I have questioned the potential danger of these houses to the community. The solicitor, again, does not answer my question of potential danger. He answers them with the response of specific danger. That's what the federal law says. If that law is changed from specific danger to potential danger, that changes the law as far as the communities are concerned, as far as the danger is. The solicitor's letter of November 18th will be formally addressed in the near future, but I believe these two issues contained in that letter deserve even a partial address at this time. In addition to the houses that we have now, I've been given a summary of the Helping Families in Mental Health Crisis Act being proposed by Congressman Tim Murphy. The number is H.R. 3717. I just have a second here. Not all the law is questionable, but one section is terribly troubling. The new program that will be established with this law and connected to these homes that we have now established in the community is called the AOT, or Assistant Outpatient Treatment. To be eligible, the eligible participants, this is directly right from the law. Eligible participants for AOT must have a history of violence, incarceration, or medically unnecessary hospitalizations. Without supervision and treatment, may be a danger to self or others in the community. And I'll just leave it at that. Thank you.
Are there any other residents who would like to speak? Okay, hearing none, can we turn to the agenda, and we'll go to General Policy and Finance, and Mr. McLean.
Thank you. I assume no citizens' comments?
We have no residents signed up to speak, sir.
Thank you. First item under General Policy and Finance is approval of the 2015 regular council meeting dates. I move that we approve the following year 2015 regular council meeting dates with a starting time of 7:30 p.m. January 12th, February 9th, March 9th, April 13th, May 11th, June 8th, July 13th, August 10th, September 14th, October 12th, November 9th, December 14th.
Second.
There is a motion and second that we approve the following year 2015 regular council meeting dates with a starting time at 7:30 p.m. January 12th, February 9th, March 9th, April 13th, May 11th, June 8th, July 13th, August 10th, September 14th, October 12th, November 9th, and December 14th. For the record, that's the second Monday each month in council chambers. Any discussion of this item? Mr. Spagno, would you please call the roll?
Gibbons. Hannon.
Yes.
Harrison.
Yes.
McLean.
Yes.
Maury.
Yes.
Colella.
Yes.
Dixon.
Yes.
Motion passes 7-0. Mr. McLean.
Next item is an ordinance to approve year 2015 administrative salaries. I move that we approve the ordinance providing 2015 salaries for the Bethel Park management, supervisory, and other confidential employees.
Second.
There's a motion and a second that we approve the ordinance providing 2015 salaries for the Bethel Park management, supervisory, and other confidential employees. Any discussion of this item? Mr. Spagno, would you please call the roll?
Hannon.
Yes.
Harrison.
Yes.
McLean.
Yes.
Maury.
Yes.
Colella.
Yes.
Dixon.
Yes.
Gibbons.
Yes.
7-0.
Motion passed 7-0, Mr.
Thank
McLean.
Next item is appointment of a bank of record. I move that we appoint Brentwood Bank as the municipality's bank of record effective January 1, 2015, in accordance with the finance director's correspondence dated November 26, 2014.
Second.
There is a motion and a second that we appoint Brentwood Bank as the municipality's bank of record effective January 1st, 2015, in accordance with the finance director's correspondence dated November 26, 2014. Any discussion of this item? Mr. Spagno, would you please call the roll?
Harrison.
Yes.
McLean.
Yes.
Maury.
Yes.
Colella.
Yes.
Dixon.
Yes.
Gibbons.
Yes.
Hannon.
Yes.
Motion passes 7-0. Mr. McLean.
No other agenda items under General Policy and Finance.
Thank you, Mr. McLean. I just have one quick announcement. Mr. O'Brien is not here tonight. He wanted me to make this announcement. He will be participating in a musical at the South Hills Assembly. It'll be entitled A Wild, Wild Christmas. So it would be worth to go to see Mr. O'Brien. And he's not here tonight, so.
He can't defend himself.
Yes. No, it'll be a great show. It's a great thing for our community. It'll be Friday, December 12th, Saturday, December 13th, and Sunday, December 14th at 7 p.m. Admission is free. If you'd like any further information, you can go to the South Hills Assembly website or call 412-835-8900. And once again, look for Mr. O'Brien. Thank you. Any other additional items? Hearing none, can we turn to Planning and Zoning? Mr. Dixon, we have nobody signed up to speak.
Thank you, sir. We have no items under planning and zoning tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Dixon. Any additional items? Hearing none, can we turn to Health, Safety, and Welfare? We have no residents signed up to speak. And Mr. Hannon.
We have no items under health, safety, and welfare, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Hannon. Are there any additional items? Hearing none, can we turn to Public Works and Maintenance and Ms. Gibbons?
We have no items under public works.
Okay, are there any additional items? Hearing none, is there a motion
Move
to
we
adjourn?
adjourn.
Second. Good night, everyone. Have a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
And to this day, Chris, Scrooge is synonymous with greed or miser, which just goes to show you the impact Dickens had on the English language.
He's a hack, and his portrayal of ghosts is borderline offensive.
Huh. Oh, hey, George.
Who's this?
Oh, this is the ghost of Christmas Chris. Christmas Chris, did I say that right? That's a bit of a tongue twister. Are you sure you don't want to change it? Alright. Well, anyway, Chris here has been helping me out this holiday season.
What do you need him for when you got me?
Maybe because I can do this.
So what? I can do this.
I can see through walls.
So can I.
I can haunt the courtyard.
I can haunt the halls.
I can make myself as big as King Kong.
I can make myself as big as Godzilla.
Well, I can reenact a scene from Ghost.
Can you get this penny out of my face?
Well, I can reenact the scene from Ghostbusters. It's time for me to show you the door.
Oh yeah? You and whose army?
Fellas, is this any way for holiday spirits to behave?
I guess you're right.
Alright, come on, show a little Christmas cheer. That's much better. And I'm glad we got that squared away, because honestly, you're not the only two ghosts helping me out this year.
I'm not gonna fight with him.